Hi, my name is Brittany Melton, and I am a Patient Services Assistant for the KIME Center, also known as the Crisis Pregnancy Center, or CPC. Today we're going to do a training about miscellaneous office duties. This is important for those who are training to become receptionists, advocates, or really anyone who works up front. Some goals for today's session is to inform of the expectations of office duties, equip you with the knowledge of procedures of the office duties, and to empower you to confidently accomplish the assigned tasks. The first thing we're going to talk about is packets and packet making. Packets are extremely important here at the ministry. When advocates go into sessions with patients, we want to provide them with the resources necessary and information the patients will need. Some popular packets include the abortion packet, positive pregnancy packet, and spiritual packet. There are many more which you'll soon learn the names of. In each center, there's a packet content list. Each person who works up front is responsible for the upkeep of the packets. This includes replenishing them when they become low. Each packet has a specific sticker on it with a different color. These colors correlate to the names of the packets. For example, positive pregnancy packet is green, and abortion packet is red. The content list will direct you as to what contents need to be in each packet. You'll need to locate where the envelopes, colored stickers, and proper brochures are in each center. Next, we'll touch on databases. We use two here at the centers. One is called the client database, which is our in-house database, and eKairos, which is our online database. Information found in these databases include appointment schedule, notes from the sessions, services provided, demographics, and follow-up information. It's important for the information to be correctly entered for reporting. It is also important that information in the databases reflects what happens and who has been served. eKairos is where the appointments are scheduled, notes are made, intake forms are entered, and follow-ups are recorded and documented. Another part of what we do here are accept donations. Donations are essential for our functioning here. When people come to drop off donations, we'd like to provide them with a receipt. When this happens, you will need to write down the items donated and make sure that it is signed by the center manager. We also keep a donation log, so we will need to write down the items donated as well in this book. We will allow the donors to fill out things such as their name and address. Their name and address will be sent over to the person in administration office who is designated to sign them a thank you note card. We also have something here called the boutique volunteers. You may be asked to help out in the boutique if there is no specific boutique volunteer. This can look like sorting clothing that comes in by gender, size, and season in order to quickly identify what is in each bin. Welcome baby gift bags are also an important part of what the boutique volunteers do. Order forms are filled out by those making follow-up calls. These forms will be placed in the boutique in a designated area, which will be shown to you. And once the welcome baby gift bags are filled, the patients will be called and told when they can pick up their items. There's a content list in each boutique that explains what should go into a welcome baby gift bag. The next topic is GE, also known as Great Expectations. These are our parenting classes. Each week, patients are encouraged to attend these classes. This is an Earn What You Learn parenting class in which patients can attend and receive what we call baby bucks, which is fake money, and use it to get real baby items. At the end of each week of class, they will fill out an order form. These orders are then taken to the boutiques after class and filled each week by the boutique volunteers just in time for class the following week. The centers all have equipment such as fax machines, printers, copy machines, computers, DVD, and video equipment. There's also either a shredded box or shredders. If any equipment is not working properly, feel free to ask the center manager for help. Next, we'll talk about reporting situations. Patients often bring guests with them to their appointments. The guest will be asked to remain in the lobby while the patient is taken back to the counseling room. If the patient requests her guest to come back into the session with her, the guest will be allowed to come back at the appropriate time. If a walk-in visitor asks for a patient, just explain to them that we have a confidentiality policy and we're not able to confirm nor deny that the patient is here. However, they are more than welcome to wait if they believe she is there. Solicitations also may occur at the centers. Solicitations are prohibited and should be reported to the center manager if any problem should occur. Visitors. Staff and volunteers are not allowed to have visitors during office hours unless in the cases of extreme emergency. This is just to protect the confidentiality of the patients. If there are any incidents that occur in the centers, they should be reported to the center manager or supervisor immediately. She will fill out an incident report and will be sent to the Director of Administration. Should there be any complaints, they will be filled out by the patient on their exit evaluation form they receive at the end of their session. The center manager will review these forms and take the appropriate actions. Center safety is of utmost importance to us here at CPC. Any concerns should be reported to the center manager immediately. After-hours usage of the center should be approved by the center manager and are limited times when only necessary, and doors should be locked at all times during after hours. Safe working conditions are mandated by OSHA and state local requirements. Anyone who is aware of unsafe conditions should report them to center managers immediately. All patient files are kept in fireproof cabinets when not in use. These cabinets must be in a secure location and locked before leaving the center each day. Any person calling in regards to a patient must be reminded of the confidentiality policy. If they persist, the center manager will request to handle the call. Should there be any threatening, obscene, or harassing callers, they should be informed the call is unacceptable and will be ended immediately. You can notify the center manager if they continue to harass. Personal usage of the office supplies is expected to be of honesty and respect. CPC expects volunteers and staff to please use the equipment honestly. Requests for patient information. Should a patient ask for a verification of visit form, they may do so. This must be signed by the center manager. They sometimes would like these if they have to miss work. Some normal and typical office duties include opening and closing. There are opening and closing checklists posted in each center. When explaining Kime Center services, should anyone inquire about our services, they should be told that we provide pregnancy test, proof of pregnancy, and ultrasounds at no cost. They should also be told we do not perform or refer for abortions, but give education and the procedures depending on what stage in pregnancy they are, which will be determined by the ultrasound. This is important for those who are also abortion-minded. Those who are carried to term may be put on a wait list for an available slot, as we would like to book more at-risk callers. Inventory of supplies is something that's done regularly and submitted monthly. Supplies order forms are located in each center. You may fill this out on your own, or the center manager may ask for your assistance. If you find that some supplies are running low, you may inform the center manager so that they can put this on the order form for the month. GE Box. Again, GE stands for Great Expectations, which is our parenting classes. Each week after class, much like the order forms, the box will contain the items needed for the class that week. Directions are near the bin in each center in which explain the items needed for class that week. At CPC, we give out community referrals to our patients. Some typical referrals that we give out to our patients include church referrals, public assistance, which includes the Social Security offices, WIC office, and food banks for each city, OB/GYN referrals and medical clinics, job and employment referrals, temporary housing as well as maternity housing, professional counseling, adoption agencies, legal assistance, military, and many more. Patient files, again, are kept in the fireproof cabinets in each center. It is the job of the receptionist to upkeep the files as they are reviewed and entered into the database. Labels should be made for each file. There is a specific way to label each file, including the pregnancy test result, the date of their visit, the advocate in which met with them, the name of the client, last name, then first name, and then the patient number. They are then filed in the cabinet in alphabetical order for that year. Also, we will touch on call sheets. There are 4 main types of call sheets. There is a white call sheet, a blue call sheet, pink call sheet, and a purple call sheet. The white call sheets are made typically by the call center. This is for initial appointment information. Blue call sheets are for rescheduled appointments. Pink call sheets are for cancellations. And purple call sheets are used by nurses and in form of ultrasound appointments. It is important to make sure we are checking the fax machine for incoming call sheets. We should then check the status on the appointment on the call sheets and correct any errors that we see. We are then filing call sheets in the appointment book once the appointments have passed and we figure out the status of the appointment. We then should insert them into the call sheet appointment book after their appointment has passed or they have checked in. It's also important to note that the white call sheets can be used for walk-ins. Should there be a walk-in appointment, we should notify the center manager. They will take the patient back to the counseling room for privacy, fill out a call sheet in person, and then determine if it is appropriate for the patient to have an appointment that same day or if she will be scheduled for a later time. That about wraps up our training today. There will be a short quiz after, and so good luck, everyone.